Go for it.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's 1 o'clock on the Eastern Seaboard, and you know what day it is? It's Wednesday, and it's not just any Wednesday. It's Hump Day! And with Hump Day, I'm talking about the one and only, the Baron of Bitcoin, the Sultan of Silver himself, the Pathfinder on the road to Rundolph. Oh my God, I'm losing it. The Pathfinder on the road to Ruda, and the Gandalf of Gold himself, the man who wears his heart on his sleeve and spaghetti sauce stains on his tie. What's up, buddy?
It might be a cuss with big session today because my
Uh-oh.
frickin' yeah, I can't even say the F word. My website and the YouTube shit is all down, all going haywire. I had a great video on the deep state tumbling, and I did notice
You should have
yesterday.
just, instead of doing that, you should have just had a video saying how much you love Hillary Clinton, and none of this would have happened to you.
Oh, true. I would have gone viral.
Yeah.
It's insane. But yeah, I noticed that they demonetized almost everything yesterday. I'm like, holy shit, I must have hit a nerve somewhere. So can't post a video today, trying to figure it out. And then I posted something to the website, and I hear people can't even link onto that. That's probably a volume, the amount of traffic going through at the same time. So keep trying on that as the day winds down. Less and less people will be trying to get onto that site.
Yeah. Unbelievable, man. It's crazy what's happening, man. I mean, you got guys who are running fitness sites and cell phone sites. If they say the wrong thing is gay, and all of a sudden, bloop, they're demonetized.
It's
just like that
happening. Yes, exactly. And
they're killing themselves. YouTube is literally cutting off its nose to spite its face, man.
Well, yeah, true, but it's one of those things. They have so much of the attention of the public. If you go to Steam It or you go to any of the other ones, you don't even get close to the kind of volume you can get your message out on YouTube. So
correct.
Yeah, you got to deal with it and just trudge right along. But now I can't even upload anything, and I have a feeling they're locking me out because we're right at that time. Oh, by the way, V.
Yes.
I think I'm going to win our JFK bet.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that. Let's just see if he actually releases something of content. We got one more day.
Yeah. Trump is not releasing anything. You got to remember that. Trump is not releasing anything. The only thing Trump can do is to block stuff.
So he's not blocking it.
The law says it has to be released by the 26th, which is tomorrow. The Library of Congress, I believe, has it and has designated to dump it all at the same time. So there'll probably be a big backlog to get the documents. But the question then comes, what is in them, and what is it they've been hiding from us? There are some rumors floating around that has to do with JFK's involvement with it's a third or a second shooter theory, a second lone shooter theory, and that second lone shooter is part of a team that Bobby Kennedy put together to take out Castro. I mean, this something weird, and I think they're trying to figure out a way that they can spin it such that the entire deep state, CIA, FBI, conglomerate doesn't get thrown in with the mix. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. It'll be really interesting.
Yeah, I would say so. Hopefully it's not all Sharpied out, where all you see is Sharpie on 3,000 pages, except for just a few words. Lee Harvey
Oswald. I don't think they can anymore. I don't think they want to. With all the revelations about the FBI, the Obama FBI and CIA and the Clinton stuff, all that coming out right now at the exact same time that they're releasing the JFK documents. I think this is the time when Trump drains the swamp. So we'll see what happens in the next couple of days.
Yeah, well, we shall see, my man. We shall see, because right now, I mean, as it stands, I mean, you got all these revelations coming out. I'm not seeing anybody going away in silver bracelets, except for, which is a good thing, these crazy pedophiles. As more and more of these Pizzagate related issues and these.
Oh my God, that's blowing up.
Huge.
I heard Harvey Weinstein is just blabbing up a storm about everybody.
You know what he was doing? He was there was some actress that came forward and said, and I truly believe this woman, I really do. that Harvey Weinstein was, lured her into his hotel, went down on the woman to perform oral on her while she was having her period, and literally sucked out the tampon out of her.
Why did you have to share that with us?
I'm sorry, but that is so vile. But doesn't that coincide with their spirit cooking thing? I mean, you've been to enough spirit cooking. You turn to a derelict like Harvey Weinstein.
Well, it is expanding so fast, because, and then you've got your hypocrites in Hollywood. If all these people are coming out now and saying, "Oh, I knew about it. He attacked me," why didn't they say anything? Why didn't they come forward before? And then everybody and all these A-lister stars are waiting until the last second when they think their career might be in jeopardy unless they say something. They come out and say, "Oh, I had no idea. I knew he was rough and gruff." That's complete bullshit. All of Hollywood should be taken down. Anybody who knew anything should be ostracized from that. And it's not just Harvey Weinstein. There's dozens of them. What about the other in Hollywood?
Oh yeah.
And
hey guys, real quick, I don't want to, but real quick, also just announced also Corey Feldman, who originally blew the whistle on the pedophile in Hollywood, and announces a new campaign to expose Hollywood pedophile ring, and that's just breaking. So let's pray for his safety.
Right. I mean, that was a long time ago that he started talking about it. I remember Barbara Walters, giving him shit for it. You're going to ruin our industry. I'm like, oh my God, wow, Baba Waba. All these people who were absolutely involved in it. That's the weird thing. A lot of these Hollywood A-list actors and actresses were knee deep in this stuff, and we need to know everybody who committed crimes. And it's not, I mean, Weinstein's just one of many, many, many. I want to know what Steve Mnuchin.
What about the other guy who had that photographer who got busted, and hundreds of women were saying that he sexually assaulted them and molested them and whatnot. Then you have George H.W. Bush. He apologizes after an actress claims he sexually assaulted her. I mean, come on, this is just all over the place, man.
Well, but it's the strange thing is it's been open for so long, like Boys Town, the orphanage for boys.
Oh my God!
And all the stuff that went on with the Bushes and Obama and everybody involved with that pedophilia ring, and then Obama makes a commemorative coin about what a great institution it is. Was that last year or the year before? Yeah. I'm like, it was so out in the open, and Trump coming in there and shutting it all down. It took balls. Only Trump could do this. They tried to get Ron Paul in there. He couldn't. He was too old. He probably could have done it when he was younger, but he was too old. We needed a bull in a china shop to get in there to disrupt the deep state, disrupt the pedophilia rings, disrupt the Pizzagate stuff, disrupt the Clinton Global Initiative con. Everything is happening now, and it is going to be very disruptive for. Talk about a constitutional crisis when a third of Congress gets arrested for pedophilia-related crimes. It's going to get ugly.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. What else do you see on your radar?
Well, on the silver front, I haven't been jumping into silver lately because there's nothing left to expose. We know who rigs the markets, how they rig the market, when they rig the market, and how much control they have. So it's like, okay, who cares about silver? But having said that, there was a sign the other day that the silver manipulation and silver exchanges might be shutting their doors when Scotia Makata is backing out. News that they're backing out. They've been looking for a buyer for over a year. They're one of the major silver riggers. They're backing out of their metals trading division. And they're a monster in that world because they're one of those, 4 or 5 that takes the huge short position, the silver hot potato, and manipulates the markets and is in league with the plunge protection team, the exchange stabilization fund, JP Morgan, all those guys that rig the silver market. So another sign that they are leaving because they were a derivatives player. They said they had warehouses, but What's that guy in Canada, Harvey something, went up there and went into a vault, and there was nothing there, like almost nothing in their comics vault. And so they're a paper player, and they're trying to get rid of their metals trading division. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. It's been a year since they've been trying to do it on the sly, but I don't. Who would take any kind of position that is short in silver at this moment in time? I don't know, but it's a good sign to see them trying to leave the ship. And we should see a lot of activity in silver over the next few months.
Russian dossier, my man. It's come out that none other helped pay for the whole day.
It was Hillary. It was that Hillary campaign. It was the DNC. And this, remember, this was 100% what triggered the Trump collusion Russia thing. That is the only thing that triggered it, was this dossier. Yeah. And it was, I think McCain was involved as well. And it's a deep state move that has backfired. And now they're seeing who paid for it. And they were trying to impeach Clinton and throw him in jail for colluding with the Russians to influence the U.S. election. And here we have proof that Hillary Clinton and her team and the DNC colluded with the Russians to try to influence an election.
Unreal.
And so they, I mean, literally, they belong in jail for the exact same thing that they're accusing Trump of. They have no evidence at all that Trump did anything, and yet here we have smoking gun evidence that the Clinton campaign and the DNC did exactly what they claim that Trump did. So yes, and they're calling for a special prosecutor now. Investigations are open in congressional hearings, but they do need a special prosecutor because Comey and Mueller were involved, and you got Mueller running the special special prosecutor for the Trump Russia investigation. So we have a gigantic problem in Washington, D.C. right now. And all this is coming out right at the perfect time when this JFK stuff comes out, and they will talk about the hidden things that the FBI does and the CIA does, and the sanctity of those institutions is going to just fall flat on its face very soon.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely right, my man. Absolutely right. That being said, my man, crypto sloshing, brother.
So, Cliff, if you listen to the Three Amigos video with myself, Cliff, and Jason at 4, Cliff was talking about, we were talking about how the alt currencies, which have gone down, they get announced in the ICO, all excitement around it, and they just go down, 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 down. So according to, because, these startups are a long way from, releasing a product. Once the product comes out, there'll be something more to talk about. But it's like right now you're just picking your Facebooks and your Googles and the Amazons of the future through the blockchain technologies. Cliff had talked in his data. He said, starting in November, which we haven't even hit yet, but it's already kind of started, you're going to see sloshing between Bitcoin and the altcoins. So Bitcoin will make a huge run, and the altcoins will go down, and then the altcoins will make a huge run, and Bitcoin will go down. But the constant influx of new money, it'll be like a rising tide of sloshing as the values go up and down and up and down. But the upward trend continues because there's big, the biggest money, cryptos. And they are seeing now that it is not going away. Anybody who's been involved with the Road to Ruta knows these things aren't going away. It's the only way to take out the bad guys. It's the only way to get out of the old system and into something that is not reliant on another human being. It's relying on math. And that's what the cryptos are. If you believe that 2 + 2 will always equal 4, you can trust in the cryptos for the most part. Now, there are con companies, there are frauds and scams everywhere, and the regulators are trying to reel that in. China is doing a great job of it because they are going to go 100% into cryptos very soon. And same with Russia.
Yep, exactly correct, man.
The U.S., we've just been silent on it. Our regulators, they're not stopping anything. They just kind of been silent because they know how important it is. Because if we're going to take down these bad guys, we have to go to a different system, because they control the current system with the unbacked fiat money and the market manipulation and all their hidden funds squirreled away in the Caribbean and Panama and all the other places they like to hide the wealth of humanity. If you could take that away and move to a crypto system that nobody is in charge of, is run by a group of everybody, that will be a huge benefit for humanity in this transition out of the old system and into the new. And as Trump takes down the criminals from the deep state part of the government and in Wall Street, and the pedophiles in Hollywood, and pedophiles in Washington, D.C., and pedophiles all over the world, it's amazing how deep and it's like a cult religion type of thing that they are. If you really start digging into it, check out that movie Eyes Wide Shut, and it's amazing how real that is. Those things actually did happen and are happening right now. And I know it's hard for a lot of people to understand or get their head around or grasp what kind of pedophilia was going on at the White House during the Obama administration, but it is horrible, absolutely horrible. If you look at the Joe Biden videos from the Christmas celebration they had, he's just all over all the little kids, and it's just horrific.
And Jeff Sessions like smacking his hand away when he tried to touch another kid.
Well, that was Jeff Sessions' granddaughter. He tried to go after.
Yeah, and he would not let him. He's just smacking her. Don't touch her.
And people who don't believe what I'm saying, just look at when Jeff Sessions was nominated. He goes in front of that panel that grills him about everything, right? The very first question asked by the Democrats. Wow, this is by the Democrats. It was Dianne Feinstein. The very first question, she's the head of that committee, she asked was, what are you going to do about the sex trafficking problem, the worst problem in America? And everybody was like, what are you talking about? We don't know anything about this. There's been no arrests under the Obama administration, under the Bush administration, under the Clinton administration, hardly anything. And then Trump gets in and there's 5,000 arrests already. That's what's going on. And now it's time to hit the big people. Harvey Weinstein's going down. A lot of the Hollywood actors are going down, and then they're going to get to the politicians.
Right.
And then you got Obama and Clinton and Biden and the Podesta brothers. They're all going down. And what a great moment that will be when it actually happens.
Yep, absolutely.
If they're still around, they might disappear themselves and go to that, the retirement island that Ken Lay ended up on.
Yeah.
And I think probably Bernie Madoff's there. And anybody who supposedly dies in prison or dies before they go to jail, they end up on some island somewhere and are living out the rest of their days.
Exactly right, man. Exactly right. With that being said, my man, we are at the end of the broadcast. I know you have to go quick. Any last closing comments? I want people to follow you.
Normally you go to Road to Root YouTube channel. I got massive attacks going on, so go to roadtoroot.com. I'm posting some videos there, and I will figure out how to get back in touch via YouTube, because it's such an important time and I want to be in the middle of it. And to do that, I got to rely on the man behind the curtain at YouTube, which really sucks, but yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right, my friend, best of luck to you, and we will catch you back next week, same time, same station, the Hump Day.
I'll talk to you next week.
Later, buddy. Take care.
Bye.
Take it away, CJ.